hello, adventurers, and welcome to the sixth War of Emperium here in Ragnarok Online GGH. It's been a while, and
Yes.
we are your casters. We're here once again. I am James,
And I'm MG.
and how are
Yes.
you, MG?
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually excited for this, and we had a good rest, and I'm very excited what's gonna happen for today. To be honest.
Oh, yes. Actually, last Saturday though,
Hmm.
there are guilds participating in War of Imperium, but most of the players, as because I logged in and checked out,
Oh.
since we didn't have the stream last Saturday. Most players are busy
Hmm.
taking advantage of the XP boost that we had earlier
Yeah.
in the server. So a lot of them are actually just trying to level up as much as possible to participate here in our War of Imperium here in our OGGH.
Yep.
And of course, I'd like to greet you all, because it's been a while. It's been a week since we last streamed War of Imperium here,
Hmm.
and yeah, and I think we are excited to announce that we'll be having some giveaways in the
Oof.
stream as well because we'll be showing some codes that you can redeem later on. Just make sure to check it out. So just watch the stream, and the codes are first come first serve, and you can get a lot of some goodies by redeeming
Exactly.
the codes by logging in the website. Just input your username, password, then just redeem code, then type in the code that you can that will be flashed in the screen later on.
Yeah. Exactly. I think they're
All right.
gonna love the rewards that they're gonna get for this.
Mm-hmm.
I think the rewards is gonna be like battle manual, job manuals as well, and some buff scrolls as well. So I think
Mm-hmm.
people need to get those codes up and running because again, as long as they can actually redeem it as long as they can redeem the codes, I think they're just gonna take advantage on that battle manuals and job manuals, especially
Mm-hmm.
for leveling as well. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and we are going to be giving away a lot of codes for today.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
make sure to watch the stream. Just make sure to watch the stream because what we've said, it's first come first serve. There's also a stream delay, so yeah, we're just a heads up. Just a
Yep.
heads up just so everyone knows that there's a stream delay, so there's no stream sniping involved and everything like that. Um yeah, and for our War of Imperium right now, this is just a regular War of Imperium,
Yep.
but of course, um, guilds are still just trying to hold their own positions right now. Of course, they want to maximize the economy of the castles, then probably get some PvP action going here and there, and maybe I'm expecting a little bit of some maybe a bit of GVG battles
Yep.
if guilds are going to attack each other, but if not, they're just going to hold as much castles as possible because you need to earn rewards. You need those treasure chest drops from the
Yep.
castles because those drops are important in for crafting items, for crafting god items as well.
Yep. Again, I think they need to take care of their economy, like you mentioned, James. And
Mm-hmm.
for this round, I think we're gonna see mostly some GVGs as well, like you mentioned earlier. And regarding
Mm-hmm.
for the defense, they need to take care of their castle, of course. So I think the number one priority on this one is still defending your castle or your main castle, right?
Mm-hmm.
For those, like you mentioned, the requirements for the god items. So they
Mm-hmm.
basically need to hold the castle up till the end of this War of Imperium to
Mm-hmm.
secure those additional economy boosts on their end.
Yes. And MG, as I've been roaming around
Mm-hmm.
the castles in specific emp rooms, there are guilds defending their own specific emp rooms. Um and while they are doing so, of course it's still too early because of course the War of Imperium just started.
Yeah.
They're already defending their own castles, and like what you said, economy is important here in War of Imperium if you want to maximize what you can get from the treasure chests.
Mm-hmm.
But also, you have access to the guild dungeon that has specific mobs that
Hmm.
you can't see anywhere else.
Yes.
So that's also one thing that you can take advantage of.
Yes, and I think as you can see, Dominaria is on the move now. Money Heist is on the move as well. Nemesis Armada, securing one
Hmm.
castle. Lunia 1 and Lunia 3 was captured by Armada and Money Heist, while
Hmm.
Dominari is securing Valkyrie. So I think we're seeing a movement now from different guilds. Maybe we can check. Um, okay, so you can see Last Nightmare again.
Hmm.
Okay.
And maybe we can
I think Guns is
make sure.
here's one.
Yeah. So because in the previous sessions of our War of Empire that was streamed, this castle has been held by Last Nightmare for a really really long time.
Yep.
I think they were defending this for the whole event, for the
Yes.
whole Grand Celebration War of Imperium event. But right now, goons are here. They are going to defend this maybe a little bit. I'm not sure if some members of Last Nightmare are inside though. But I'm pretty sure guilds are just trying to get a bit of action going
Yeah.
on. Maybe capture some castles here and there. Like what I've said earlier, maximize the amount of loots that you can gain from capturing the castles from the treasure chests.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Guns is trying to have some fun on
Mm-hmm.
this castle, and as you can see, some of the Last Nightmare is just trying to poke around and try to check if they can actually pick off those goons on foot right
Mm-hmm.
now in this castle. So we are seeing
Yes.
multiple classes right now. They have their support here, so I think they're pretty secured here. Seeing the numbers that's trying to invade on this one. Um, I think Last Nightmare needs to if they want to break this, they
Mm-hmm.
need to have at least like 4 players or 5 players to break
Mm-hmm.
this. Guns has the good numbers and a good party composition. Two support and two damage dealer can actually cause a delay on the side of Last Nightmare.
Yes, and a lot of things can actually happen during this War of Imperium. Like you know, guilds are just eager to maybe gain advantage from the other guilds right now because
Yes.
they want to get as much of the specific castle drops as they can, like the emblems on god, some treasure from some castle drops that you can't get anywhere else, of course. Guilds are just maximizing what the opportunity, because some players are busy maybe leveling,
Yeah.
aren't online right now, some of the guilds, but other guilds, they want to take advantage and capture the castles that
Yep.
the specific castles that they want, in order for them to get the specific loots, because
Loots. Yeah.
I need to point that out, because
Mm-hmm.
those specific loots are important, because each and every castle has different loots.
Yep.
I think it's in the ROGGH Discord.
Yes.
The
The
what you can
details.
get, the castle
Yeah.
drops.
Yes.
Castle drops are in the ROGGH Discord. Um, but right now we can see Dominari and just a game here in Kremhild Castle, and I think MG, we can flash maybe a few more, a few codes. We can flash some codes right now, so
Yeah.
players can actually
Oof. First
uh
code.
yeah. So just a reminder, we'll be flashing codes here and there, from time to time, of course, for you guys to redeem. Of again, codes are first come first serve, so you need to log in to log into the website ro.gnjoy.asia, log in your account, then redeem code, type in the code. Then the first one who redeems the code will be able to get the items. All right,
Copy. Copy. Okay.
and
So for the first code, there you go.
all right, so we are. Sometimes we're just going to flash the code out, so
Mm-hmm.
it's up to you guys to check it out. Um, yeah, so you can try and redeem that right now.
Yeah.
Just make sure to log in your ROG and log in to the
Plug in.
website ro.gnjoy.asia and redeem the code there. All
Yep.
right.
And going back to the war, I think
Mm-hmm.
Dominar is still showing a uh, good numbers on this War of Imperium. But
Mm-hmm.
currently, I think Dominari, the red one, and the purple one are kind of separated. I think they're trying to defend certain castles right now. Maybe that's the call of their guild leader to spread out as much as they can and try to defend specific castles.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, Kremhild, like we mentioned, is one of the hottest castle uh, on the event last time, right? So I think they
Yeah.
just want to hold this, and they recognize that NS is trying to will contest their defense on this
Mm-hmm.
castle, and we know that NS for a fact that um they can fight with even numbers. Now that
Mm-hmm.
they recognize that Dominari doesn't have that full lineup on this castle. I think NS will just take advantage. Maybe we are gonna see couple of portal bombs coming from NS, like what they did on the event, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty excited on what Dominari can actually do on those portal bombs, just in case Dominari is gonna push in or
Mm-hmm.
defend out the castle.
Yeah, actually, we might be surprised by Dominari because they might surprise us with the defense there. And the third portal, dude, are they defending? Yes, they
Oh,
are. So they aren't lacking in numbers
oh,
right now, MG. They aren't lacking in numbers right now.
oh,
Surprise! We are
sir,
here
yeah,
defending.
okay,
So it's
my
just
bad.
they just made a teaser there
Yeah,
outside,
like I
right
said,
outside the castle.
like I said,
Yeah.
Dominari is Dominari. They have been consistent all throughout the event. They showed that they can actually compete with their numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And regarding for the technicalities on fights, they can still compete on that. But again, nonsense is I think one of the guilds who can actually fight in an even number situation. So
Mm-hmm.
as we can see, last night we tried to go
Ooh,
in now.
actually,
Let's
this is one of the battles that I am looking forward to
yeah.
most. Last Nightmare versus Dominari.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to this battle. Actually, we're going to see it right now.
I think.
I think Last Nightmare has
Oh,
decent numbers for the time being. They are going to invade Dominari defending here in Kremhild Castle. Of course, Dominari has a decent defense set up
yep.
right now. Some a sorcerer went in. Actually, Last Nightmare is going
Oh,
right now. Look at the defense of Dominari. They are just holding it strong. Of course, Rolling Cutters are going to be casted here and there, and Dragon's Breath and Arrow Storms just raining
yeah.
down on the members of Last Nightmare as they got wiped out right there here in the third
The
portal.
damage. Yep.
And the damage output of Dominaria, of course, they have that Rolling Cutter, they have the Dragon Breath, and they have that Arrow Storm just
Yep.
raining down on the members of Last Nightmare. And aside from that, of course, they have some wizard skills just
Mm-hmm.
casted on the floor. There's the Storm
Yep.
Gust and Meteor Storms. I think some players or some suras here and there just casting some Gate of Hell
Yes. And
and solid defense for Dominari right now.
okay. To be fair, I really like the defense there of Dominati. They have a decent amount of skills to to throw at the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really rely too much on the back lane, wherein we saw a couple of times on the other guilds they're very reliant on the back lane of the Storm Gust and the Dragon Breath. They're very reliant on that. But on Dominati side, they have this strategy that they have a frontline trap that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing not only massive Rocky's trap there, but we're also seeing multiple spells casting from warlocks. Oh, they
Ooh,
actually broke the defense here.
yes, actually, Land Protector was casted on the floor right there, nullifying the floor skills of the Wizards of Dominari.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure what happened there, but Last Nightmare got in perfectly there at the third portal. And I think they are going to just push in. No defense coming from Dominari here in Kremhild Castle. So I think they're just going to hold this castle for the time
Yeah,
being. Maybe try and capture another castle?
yeah. But again,
Maybe.
if Dominari was defending during that time, I think that's a good recognition on the side of Last Nightmare that couple of players of Dominari went out trying to poke and try to snipe couple of players, but apparently
Mm-hmm.
it didn't work out on their side, on the side of
Mm-hmm.
Dominari, and Last Nightmare took that advantage and punished them with an easy kill and multiple solo kills as well. So I think
Mm-hmm.
good play there coming from Last Nightmare. So very good play there.
Yes. And I'm waiting for the response of Dominaria right there, because as we've seen the past four Warframe, in the first four War of Imperiums here in our Ragnarok Online GGH, Dominari has been consistent in their numbers.
Yep.
And they're just getting stronger and stronger for each consecutive War of Imperium that they played on. And for that, I think third War of Imperium, they managed to capture Scarlet Palace. That's that Last Nightmare was
Yeah.
holding for a long time. In the third War of Imperium in the server. So right now I'm waiting for the response of Domino right there, because Last Nightmare has the advantage earlier because of their numbers. But right now they are just going to form the decent amount of players right there. Of course, the purple and the red Dominari. The red Dominari led by Delinquent,
Yep.
the pink or purple one led by Shuya.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
So I think let's try to see if Last Nightmare can answer with how will Last Nightmare will react on this
Oof.
two
Oh my
massive
goodness.
Zerg guild coming on their way. I think we're seeing two Dominari and some of the just a game as well. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna help out. But as you can see, couple of Dominaris are actually left out on the entrance, trying to prevent those flankers from the back. And that's actually a good plan on the side of Dominari. They don't want to lose their members on the way throughout the push on this castle. So I think Last Nightmare will be tested out again on this push, and Dominari didn't hesitate to push
Oh,
in.
they
No
pushed in.
hesitation, no hesitation.
Yeah, they just push in.
Oh,
I
okay.
think no defense for Last Nightmare here in the Kremhild Castle. So I think they're just going to give
Uh,
this castle
or
away. I don't
maybe
think
it's gonna be on the
Dominari pushed
Emperium.
earlier though.
Yeah.
Maybe Last Nightmare is just testing their offensive
Or
tactics,
yeah,
probably.
or maybe Last Nightmare doesn't want to give that win to
Hmm.
Dominari. That's why they actually ported out. So I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to
Hmm.
get multiple scores versus Dominari, and if they saw that they're facing with a large numbers like a Zerg number, I think they're just gonna fall back in. I think that's a reasonable strat on the side of Last Nightmare.
And yeah, Last Nightmare has been preparing themselves here outside Kremhild Castle. So I don't think they are planning to defend Kremhild. So maybe they are going to test their offensive
Yep.
tactics. Just try and capture the castle as much as possible. They don't want to, or maybe they're just leaving it.
Yeah.
Wait, they left it, then they're going to capture it again. So maybe they're just aiming for that GVG battle against Dominari. We're not
Yes.
sure. But again, just a gentle reminder for you all who are watching right now, we have codes that are being flashed here, like the code right there, right, right
Yeah.
there,
Yeah. Yeah.
right there. Um, yeah, you can redeem that by logging into ro.genjoyasia.com. Once logged in, click on the membership tab and click coupon code option on the left panel. Enter the coupon code and hit the redeem code button. And once you've inserted the code, log into your Ragnarok online account, and you can claim your rewards from the Rodex. So it's first come, first serve. The codes are, the first one who redeems them will be able to get
Yeah.
the items.
Yes.
All
And by
right.
the way, James, just to give you a heads up, I think this is the second code that we have on the screen now. So if they're gonna redeem it, they're gonna get 3 pieces of battle manual, 3 pieces of jab manual, 10 pieces of blessing scroll, agi scroll, and 5 pieces mystic powder, and 5 pieces tears blessing. So if you're gonna
Yes. All right.
redeem that.
Yeah, and while Last Nightmare is preparing themselves here at the entrance of um Kremhild Castle,
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about the current events that are ongoing in the server right now, like the Heroes Trail. Can
Oh.
we flash it on right now? All right. The Heroes Trail event, because there's a crack in the dimension left by Satan Morok
Mm.
when he ran away, allowed Rune Midgard to discover the new world. Now, scientists have discovered a new way to exploit its power: time traveling.
Oof.
All right. By
Let's go.
using their new device, you can join them in the spatial rift. From there, you can still reach the new world, but you can also explore past times. For more information about this event, you can visit the website ro.genjoy.asia or join the ROGGH Discord. Links can be found in the description of the stream. All right.
Yeah. Time travel. Mm.
Time travel, of course.
Yeah. So who's gonna travel on the Enchains and contest Last Nightmare? Is it gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
the pink Dominary or is it gonna be the red one? That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think they're gonna answer back with the pink. Pink Dominary is actually here.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Dominar is just going to try and reduce the numbers of Last
Okay.
Nightmare. I think they're just going to go in for that GVG battle. You can see the skills
Oh.
just getting casted here and there as Last Nightmare wants to push
Oh.
Dominari out of this castle right now.
Good
And
push.
Dominari are getting wiped out one by one as Last
Oh.
Nightmare has the dominating numbers
Good.
currently here in Kremhild Castle as they held that perfectly. Of course, they pushed Dominari back. Dominari, of
Oh
course,
my.
can actually go in again and challenge Last Nightmare right there. But they took advantage of the opportunity. Dominari led by Shuir, the pink one, aren't that set up
Yeah.
when Last Nightmare pushed them. So,
Wow.
they
Wow.
weren't ready for that push.
I'm actually speechless. The push of Last Nightmare was very very intact. The damage is on point. They know what skill to put on top of the enemy, and they're just like a train steamrolling everyone there. And I think Dominari didn't have the chance to react on that push. So
Mm-hmm.
very good job on the side of Last Nightmare. Good coordination on the skills. Everything connected on the side of Last Nightmare there, and I think that resulted to a massive wipe on the side of Dominari. But again, Dominari, we know Dominari. I think they're gonna bounce back on this one. But again, we're seeing a
Ooh,
different Last
ooh.
Nightmare here. We're seeing a different Last Nightmare here because on the event we saw Last Nightmare that's very defensive, very keen on the turtle strat, but now we're seeing an aggressive Last Nightmare on this War of Imperium.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually a surprise.
Yes.
Wow.
And MG, while you were talking right there, I saw an arrow storm land at last nightmare
Nightmare,
right
yeah.
there. I think it eliminated maybe two or three members,
Wow.
the stack there. So that's why last nightmare is casting Numa all over, of
Yeah.
course, to prevent that arrow storm from landing, and Dragon's Breath as well.
Yes.
So last nightmare has been preparing themselves for this GVG. They held themselves for the grand celebration war of Emperium opening event. So they just held a castle. They weren't aiming for a GVG battle, but right now they want that GVG action. They are just going to hold this entrance and maybe capture this castle later on. But they are just going to prepare themselves into dealing with Dominari right here. As other guilds, I think are conquering other
Yep.
castles at different locations. The small size guilds and the mid size guilds.
Yes. Again, this is actually a shocker, and I'm really surprised Last
Mm-hmm.
Nightmare can manage to pull off that very aggressive train push on Dominari. I think Dominari is trying to
Mm-hmm.
move on the other side and try. Are we gonna see a sandwich strategy from this one or a pincer strat
Mm-hmm.
on the side of Dominari? But I think Last Nightmare has the answer on every strat they're gonna face on this matchup. They know for a fact that there is actually a two choke area from the left and the right side, and
Mm-hmm.
they know how to distribute their members properly. And I'm not sure why we're seeing few last night. a few members of Last Nightmare. Maybe they just got pushed here by that warlock or
Yes.
yeah,
And last nightmare is just going to prepare themselves in the entrance. The numbers are of last nightmare there at the entrance are not really. I think they spread out.
yeah,
They spread themselves out. Some people are scouting inside the castle, while some members are holding the entrance right here. Um, because I think the owner of the castle right now is Red, the Red Dominari,
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. I think it's owned by the Red Dominari right now. So Pink Dominari needs to walk. They can't use the flag warp for this castle. So last nightmare, they are just going to hold this castle for the time being. Maybe they want the snow crystal so bad because
yeah,
snow crystal is a drop here in this castle. And yeah, they're just going to try and maybe battle it out with Dominari
yes.
for the whole War of
Oh,
Imperium. And
oh,
Land Protector got casted in the floor right there. Dominari trying to push in. Of course, they took advantage of the numbers or of the depleting numbers of Last Nightmare right there. But Last Nightmare, their numbers are no joke.
yes,
Because Dominari, some of the members entered perfectly, but that Mandragora Howling got casted as well, reducing the cast time or increasing the
yep,
cast time of your opponents. So
yes,
last nightmare, the numbers in the entrance got reduced. So that's why Dominari took advantage of the situation. Right now, they are just going to form in the entrance once again. I think some of the players of Last Nightmare pushed in.
yep,
I'm not sure about that. Maybe they are scouting other castles. But, this is going to be a battle between Last Nightmare and Dominari here in Kremhild. And honestly, this is something I was looking
yeah,
forward to for the past few War of Imperium streams.
yes. And to be fair, James, I think someone needs to clip that push on Last Nightmare. Someone needs to clip that push because that push was really perfect on the side of Last Nightmare. And what we're seeing right now, is I think like I said earlier, we're seeing a sandwich push here or a pincer strat coming from Dominari. They're moving on the
Mm-hmm.
left and the right side, trying to squeeze in on Last Nightmare, forcing them to select which side to focus on. But again, Last Nightmare was very composed. They know what to do. They're not panicking. I think some of the members of Last Nightmare is already assigned which role or which character or which side are they gonna focus.
Mm-hmm.
So very well composed here, coming from Last Nightmare. It's just Dominari right now is trying to GVG. Oh,
Ooh, Dominari is is
they're
pinching Last Nightmare right there, and
they're
actually
answering
Dominari
back.
pushed out.
Okay,
Dominari pushed out, and Last Nightmare
yep,
has been pinched between two big Dominari guilds right now, as what you saw right there. Last Nightmare just just fell
yeah,
down. The that pincer technique
yes,
coming
yes,
from
yes.
Dominari.
And again, it's really hard to try to contest on which side.
Mhm.
They need to have like specific numbers to perform or pull that counter on that pincer technique. Again, we're talking about more than 20 or 30 members per guild on the side of Dominari.
Mhm.
So I think Last Nightmare recognized that they know what they're facing right now. Maybe they're gonna try to talk it out, and hopefully we're gonna see how Last Nightmare how will they answer back on that pincer strategy that Dominari pulled off on them.
Mhm. Yeah, maybe they are going to prepare themselves because Last Nightmare is going to try and maybe capture this castle later on.
Yep.
But it's pretty exciting to see that GVG battle between Dominari and Last Nightmare. Right now,
Yes.
they are preparing themselves here in this choke point here in Kremhild Castle. They are, getting ready for that GVG action against maybe Last Nightmare who will come in later on.
Yep.
As they are preparing themselves right now, a reminder again, we have codes that are shown or flashed in the screen, like that code like the code that you can see there at the lower right portion of the screen. Of course, codes are getting we're flashing different codes every now and then. So make
Yeah.
sure to just stay tuned in the stream because we have a lot of codes to give away for today's stream.
Yes. Actually,
And
that's the second code. The
yeah,
second code. Yeah.
yeah, I think let's not count on the codes that we
Yeah.
are showing right now. Again, first come, first serve, guys. So make sure to just check the codes out. All right.
Yep.
And
Okay.
while guilds are preparing themselves right here, or Dominari rather is preparing themselves right here, Last Nightmare I think is just stacking up there at the entrance, preparing to
Yeah.
push in at the same time
Yes.
later.
At the same time, James, I like what Dominar is doing here. They're actually giving the respect to to Last Nightmare. They're letting Last Nightmare to regroup on the side so they can actually fight evenly on a non-portal situation. So I think
Mm-hmm,
some of the Dominari are just here to contest, but again, if I think Dominari is just giving them that time to regroup because they want to fight a head-on match versus Last Nightmare. And again,
mm-hmm.
this is actually a 1-1 score. First point, I think Last Nightmare managed to push Dominari, and again, Dominari answers with a 1 point push again as well on the
Mm-hmm.
side of Last Nightmare. So I think this push will, it might turn the morale on both sides. But I think
Yes.
Last Nightmare
Maybe they
is,
are going to push a different castle right
yeah.
now. So maybe we can try and take a look at the different castles right now, MG. As
Yep.
we are going to take a look at the different castles right now. We still have other ongoing events here
Mm.
in ROGGH, like the ROGGH second seasonal event, the Noodle Festival.
Oof.
And as
Yeah.
we are going to flash it on the screen right now, yes, Noodle Festival is ROGGH's second seasonal event. The Noodle Festival of Malangdo bears strange origins, but has since evolved into a popular festival well loved by everyone. Each year, the cat citizens of Malangdo spend full months eating noodles to celebrate the discovery of
Mm.
strange new lands and creatures. Now, they invite you to join in on the fun with them. Speak to Festa
Vesta.
receptionist to
Yep.
join the festivities till August 4, 2022. So you still have a lot of time, guys, to join the event.
Yep.
If you want to know more information about the event, of course, you visit the website ro.genjoy.asia or join the ROGGH Discord. Links can be found in the description of the stream.
Yep.
All right, and the codes as well. So yeah, make sure whoever redeems the code the quickest will be able to get those awesome goodies.
Yes. It's
All
actually
right.
um it's actually good for leveling as well, for a startup up character. So you need to get
Mm-hmm.
those codes. Yep.
Yes, and yeah, you can get a lot of items like battle manuals,
Yep.
job manuals, level 10 blessing and agi scrolls, mystic powders and tears blessing, which can help you out in not only leveling but help you out in different things as well. Maybe you want
Mm-hmm.
to defeat a boss or go MVP hunting, some join instances, maybe uh, you know and those sorts of things with
Yeah.
your to do with your friends here in ROGGH. And you can join the other guilds as well because ROGGH has been featuring a lot of guilds here
Yes.
in the server. Of course, they are posting description of the guilds. I think the last guild that was posted was Dominari, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Ooh.
I think Dominari was the last guild that was
Arsenal.
posted here in ROGGH Facebook.
Okay, Arsenal currently defending on this. They have a good choke here. It's very I think this is a very tight choke here. So I think
Mm-hmm.
there's a good positioning on the side of Arsenal, and
Yes.
they've been casting multiple AOE's here, making sure that Dominari is gonna is will have a hard will get a hard time on committing on this. So
Mm-hmm.
currently we're seeing Dominati getting you know PK'd one by one, and I think Arsenal is gonna counter push Dominati.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, as what you saw right there, Arsenal doesn't have a lot of numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That's Arsenal, right? That's
Arsenal,
Arsenal.
yes.
Yeah, Arsenal doesn't have a lot of numbers right now, but compared to Dominari, but Dominari pushed one by one. That's
Yep.
why Arsenal gained the advantage into dealing with the members of
Yep.
Dominari who just pushed in. They just pushed in blindly, not knowing what to expect, and that cost them their downfall here in the castle. Because that choke point wasn't really a good choke point right there.
Yep.
It is a choke point, but not really that good because you can get wiped out
Yep.
easily in that choke there in the stairs area. But Arsenal did a good job in defending this castle. Maybe we'll be seeing more action from them later on. They might deal with another guild like Money Heist.
Yep.
They actually battled it out with Money Heist on the first four War of Imperiums here in the server.
Yes. And I think Arsenal recognized that Dominati is pretty spread out during that push, so
Mhm.
they didn't hesitate, and you know they want to take advantage on that scenario. That's why they countered push immediately. So good strat there, or good recognition there on the side of Arsenal.
Yes, and while we are going to check different castles here and there, MG,
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know, we're just trying to check out the different castles because we might be surprised, like in other castles guilds are defending. Kremhild Castle has been a hot castle since day one of the War of Imperium. Um, Sometimes nonsense holds this castle,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes Money Heist, sometimes right now like Dominari is holding the castle right now.
Yep. And
Sometimes last night I'm not sure last nightmare held this castle because they were busy defending Scarlet Palace though. So
yeah. Ooh.
yeah, Dominari is just doing a good job in defending this castle, making sure that no one enters this choke point. Because if someone enters that, they will get hit by AoE skills by the wizards and sorcerers there, and you can't hide from from those skills.
Okay. And I just want to talk about this positioning of Dominati. If you're gonna position your guild on the lower side, you will have a hard time on doing a curve push here. So
Mm-hmm,
Dominati recognized that El choke area. That's why they're putting massive AoEs on the spot,
mm-hmm.
forcing the enemy to commit an error. And once the enemy commits an error, I think they're just gonna steamroll and push there. So this choke point and the L choke point is very hard to push. It's very hard to do a quick maneuver here, countering
Yes,
on the left side. So good positioning here on the side of Dominati.
yes. While they are just stacking up right there,
Yep.
of course, codes will be changed every now and then, so don't worry, guys. Codes will be changed every now and then. So just make sure to stay tuned to the stream because you can redeem the codes that are getting flashed. Of course, that's first come, first serve once again. So make sure to log in right now on your ro.gnjoy, on your ROGGH account rather, and just prepare to redeem that code. Again, first come, first serve for the codes, and you can claim once you redeem the codes, you can claim it via Rodex in the game. All right.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, like what you said earlier, MG. Some of the guilds right here are just busy destroying other Emperiums, not really hard
Okay.
defending other castles as well. Like here in what do you call this? Gondul or Patera
Yep.
Castle 5 Emperium area. Fratres ad vitam is here.
Yep.
So right now we are seeing Money
Money
Heist
heist.
deal with the numbers of
Yes.
Dominari,
Dragon
the
breath.
dominating numbers of Dominari right there. And
Like like I said earlier, James, that L choke is very hard to scout as also,
mhm,
because you need to at least move a couple of cells on the mid part of that L choke to check your opponent's positioning. So I
mhm.
think that's the goal earlier of Money Heist to try to scout first and get intel on how many how many Dominari is stacking on that L choke earlier. So, but again, while they're checking, the Dominari answer back with an immediate push.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's really hard to
Yes. All right.
defend there.
Yeah. Speaking of checking MG,
Mm.
of course, our players need to also check
Oof.
the new demonic egg that is now
Ah.
available. And here's your chance to grab hold of all the latest items in game till July 22. So only 10 days to go for you to actually try your luck into opening a demonic egg.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you tried to open one demonic egg? Yeah.
I haven't tried opening a
Yeah.
demonic egg. I tried opening other eggs with no luck.
Yeah.
I'm not lucky. I'm not lucky in opening those kinds of things. But maybe when someday we could try opening some
Yeah.
eggs in the stream or,
Maybe.
or something like
Yeah.
that. Just for fun. Just for fun.
Yes.
Anyway, um, yeah, we are going to see other guilds right here. I think this is Arsenal dealing with what guild is that? MG
I think this is
like
Dominati,
goons.
Goons, MH. It's actually a mixed up of guilds. Nonsense as well. They don't
Mm-hmm.
have their logo up here for some reason.
Oh yeah, maybe
Yeah.
you just need to go out and go near
Yeah.
the castle. Sometimes,
Yeah. It's
sometimes that happens. But yeah, it's a mixture of all the medium sized to small sized guilds just having a chaotic battle
yeah.
right here
And
in the entrance of I think this Condulo.
yes, and to be fair, we're seeing a different side of the guilds. I mean, we saw last Nightmare very passive, very defensive way
Mm-hmm.
back on the event, but earlier we saw a different last Nightmare. We saw the aggression. We saw the
Mm-hmm.
they didn't hesitate on every push on every fight they have.
Mm-hmm.
They have been into situations that they need to to do a split
Yes.
push or defensive or offensive push.
Yes.
They've been doing that, and I think it's really nice to see you know a guild focusing on offense right now. Same goes with
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal. Arsenal is very aggressive. Last event, last War of Imperium, I believe they're
Mm-hmm.
very objective when it comes to capping. That's why sometimes they're not defending anymore, or sometimes they're
Mm-hmm.
not fighting. But on this session or this War of Imperium, we're seeing a different face of Arsenal. They're very strategic when it comes to fight, and they can actually compete to other guilds as well. So it's really nice to see guilds doing the GVGs as well
Yeah,
on the War of
new
Imperium.
emblem, new strategy
Yeah.
for Arsenal right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I see right here the guilds Arsenal nonsense and money heist. Like what I said, having a chaotic battle here in this castle. And correction for me, this is Fad Grid, not Kondul.
Oh,
Yeah, this
yeah.
is Fad Grid Castle. Dominari is here as well, just holding the choke point. So if you go right for a bit, yeah, you can see
Oh,
Dominari just holding that spot. And I think they're going to have a go against Arsenal right there, while Nonsense is just a spectator,
yeah.
just going to watch the battle between these two guilds. And the difference between of numbers between these two guilds are huge.
Yes.
This is going to be Dominari versus Arsenal if they are going to battle each other. But because in the first in the actually in the third session of War of Imperium, these two guilds are allied with one
Yep.
another.
Yep.
I'm not sure if they are going to battle each other here. Maybe go in for that GVG action, or maybe still allied with one another and just try and defend this castle. Not
Yeah.
really sure about that. Maybe they want to go in for that battle, or no, or not,
Yeah.
or
I
they're
think
just gonna hold this though.
I think they're I'm not sure. Maybe they're gonna force the fight.
Yeah,
May-
maybe they
Maybe
are
they're gonna
still
force
allied
the
with
fight.
one another. Well, I'm not really sure about that. We'll see
Yeah.
later on. I think just a non-aggression pack for
Yeah.
now,
Okay. Nonsense right
or
now.
they might get pushed by Dominari, but
But
the
oh,
castle I think has been
captured.
conquered by
Yeah.
nonsense.
Nonsense.
So Nonsense was the one who got the last laugh in that castle,
Yeah.
just pushing out the players there in the entrance. And speaking of pushing out, um,
Mm-hmm.
MG, we want to push out as much codes as possible for you guys to enjoy. Of course, just make sure you stay tuned in the stream, and first come first serve basis to redeem those codes. All right.
Yep. Okay, so I think Arsenal is looking for a fight here, and I think um I'm not sure, James, but I've noticed Frontera is the hot castle now. Hot castles. They have the we have the fights inside the Frontera castles, and I think Dominari managed to wipe Arsenal there on the portal bomb push.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
And
So
and MMG, I want I want to say something right here.
yeah.
I just
Go go.
read something in the in the, in the comment section. I'm gonna translate it into English. He said, "Shout out to my spouse that is very dedicated in War of Imperium. Just working and
Mm.
playing War of Imperium at the same time."
Oh.
His spouse that is working, or her spouse that is playing War of Imperium and working at the same time.
Ooh.
All right. So yeah, that shows how dedicated players are
Next level
into
talent, bro.
playing War of Imperium. Yeah,
Yeah.
next level talent. I'm not sure how it works. I'm not sure how you can make it work. If it works for you guys, then yeah.
Yeah. Like even if you're playing a support class is still a hard class to pull off. Yeah, right. If you're still working than playing, so
Yeah,
yeah,
it's going to be different because you need to listen to your
yeah,
commander. so, so so you might
yep. Okay,
unmute or forget to mute your mic and while working or something like that. I don't know. If it works for you, maybe you can make it work.
yeah.
It's up to you.
I
It's up
agree.
to you
I
how to
agree.
make it work. I
I
don't know how
agree.
you do it, and I salute.
Yep. And I think James, we got the answer. To our question earlier, if
Mhm,
Dominati and Arsenal still tied up, I think Dominati is pushing now Arsenal. They managed to wipe
mhm,
Arsenal. Couple of members of Arsenal here who's trying to stack on the left side of the choke area, and without any hesitations, Dominati pushed in and wipe Arsenal on this space. Yeah.
mhm. And right now, MGM,
Hmm.
I'm curious where Last Nightmare is right now. I'm not sure where they are. Maybe I want to check different castles
Yeah.
as well. So while I'm checking different castles as well, yeah, while we're watching the fight there between Dominari and medium-sized guilds like that Shadow Chaser from Money Heist just
Mm-hmm.
causing trouble or just causing mayhem against Dominari right
Exactly.
there. Yes, and yeah, speaking of causing mayhem, of course, while we also have
Mm.
an event. What's what's the connection between the mayhem and event?
Mayhem.
Well,
Of
anyway,
course, there
the event
is.
is helping or help King Pouring event because King Pouring needs your help. Speak to him and Frontera to find out what he needs. You will be sent on a daily mission to hunt golden pourings. Make sure you collect its drops. Trade in the items drop in exchange for consumables or a
Yeah.
costume pouring bag. The event period of the event is July 7 to
July
August
7th.
4,
Yeah.
2022. Of course, for more information about the event, you can visit the website ro.gnjoy Asia or join the ROGGH Discord.
Yep.
All right.
King Parting needs help. Hmm.
Uh, yeah. Anyway, guys, if you want to shout out your favorite guild, just make sure to comment it in the comment section down below. Of course, we are giving away some coupons right here. So first come first serve for you to redeem those codes. For you, the instruction for you to redeem those codes are I think in the pinned comment.
Yep.
No, it's not in the pinned comment, but Ragnarok Online GGH already
Oh.
posted it or uh chatted it here in the comment section. So log into rogenjoy.asia.com. Once logged in, click on the membership tab and click coupon code option on the left panel. Enter the coupon code and hit the redeem code button. Once you've inserted the code, log into your Ragnarok online account and you can claim your rewards from the Rodex. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. While you're getting the codes earlier,
Yeah, well,
yeah, we saw Arsenal getting wiped by Dominati, and also Money Heist was trying to stack here on the lower left of the portal. But again,
mhm,
Dominati saw that opportunity to push. They didn't hesitate. They take that blow
mhm.
and managed to wipe two guilds in one push. Yeah.
Yes. And this job right here, that Oboro, that's a hard job to play here in War of Emperium because you are so squishy. But if you actually manage to play that right with the right amount of stats, skills, and
Yeah.
items, maybe you can eliminate a few players
Yep.
here and there. Maybe if you have that, I'm not, I don't remember the name of the skill, but it makes you throw a lot of Zenny against your opponents for you to deal massive damage.
Yep.
So it's similar to the throw Zenny skill, but it costs much much
Much down.
more.
Yep.
I think that's around 1,000,000 Zenny or 500,000 Zenny or
Oof.
100,000 Zenny. I'm not really sure. Um, I'm gonna check that out
Mm-hmm.
later. But you can throw a lot of just throwing
Down. Yeah.
throwing catch, throwing Zenny against your opponents just to beat them down.
Yeah.
Eh, but that's going to be a costly build for
Yeah.
Anaboro or Kagero.
Yep. And speaking of class, I think I just want to point out we have several royal guards on the lineups as well
Mm-hmm.
on Dominati. Having those vanishing point on top of the auto storm, killing key players. Actually, I'm seeing multiple royal guards on the side of Dominati,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they are very aggressive. They're actually the ones who's trying to front in on fights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Ooh.
because for me, I'm before when I played this one, I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually meaning on Royal Guard, so I'm
Yeah.
very huge fan of the Vanishing Point and Sacred type builds.
Yeah, I think that's for the transcendent
Yeah,
build
yeah.
of a paladin royal guard. Yeah. Anyway, here in the comment section, I think this is a player just wanted to shout out, or
Ooh,
a guy just wanted to shout out Nemesis Armada. Speaking of
ooh.
Nemesis Armada, they just captured Britannia Castle and is defending it right now. It's the Referion Castle, or Britannia 1.
Yep.
They're just holding that castle right now. So shout out to Nemesis Armada and
Yes.
to you, my friend, in the comment section.
And yeah, in fairness to Nemesis Armada, we're seeing good numbers on their side as well. We saw multiple good attendance on
Mhm.
the last event. So props to Nemesis Armada, and really like their guild as well. So I hope they can actually get more numbers and recruit more, right, on GGH server, right?
All right. So I think we can change codes once again. I don't think I need to remind you this every time, MG. So that's also that I won't give the players who want to redeem a heads up.
Okay, okay. Sorry,
All right.
I'm not checking this. Yeah.
Because we still have a lot of codes to give away for now. We still have a lot of codes to give away for now. And yeah, so just make sure to stay tuned in the stream. We still have a lot of codes to give away. First come, first serve to redeem those codes. And this will the codes will be there will be a lot of codes for the streams, for the War of Imperium streams. So make sure to look forward to that. There will be a lot of streams in the future as well.
Yep.
So Newswanstein GVG said here in the comment section. So maybe I'll check that out right now
Mm-hmm.
in a Newswanstein. I think that's going to be in the entrance.
Yeah, Arsenal is pushing now with good numbers. On
Ooh,
They have a good numbers right now.
yeah. So Yeah. Right now we are just seeing Arsenal just try and push in this castle here in this is Fad Grid.
Valkyrie, yeah.
This is Fad Grid. Not sure if there are players defending this castle. I'm not. Maybe a guild is
I'm
defending
not
that
sure if
Empru.
Dominari went in and
Maybe
maybe if they're
maybe they
I'm not
are
sure if they're gonna
defending,
defend
or
this.
maybe Arsenal just push in and want to capture this castle for their guild.
Okay,
Briefly check. Oh,
okay,
so no one
okay.
is holding. Nonsense is holding it.
Mm-hmm.
Nonsense is holding it for a time being. So Arsenal, of course, a guy from Arsenal just scouted it. Of course,
Yeah,
nonsense is going to take advantage of the situation while
yeah,
Arsenal is just trying to stack up here in the portal. Maybe they will do the same strategy that they
yep.
did for the past War of Imperium streams. They want to
Okay.
push out and beat up
Oh,
the aggressors right there, or the
yeah. I think
what
Arsenal
yeah.
has the answer for the portal bomb strategy of nonsense. They
Mm-hmm.
immediately casted a Dragon Blitz and Arrow Storm on the choke area. Okay.
Yes,
Um.
but I think Arsenal is prepared now to deal with nonsense
Yeah.
because of the acid bombs. Of course, it can get countered by Numa, and the Arrow Storms and Dragon Breath as well won't hit as much when you have that Numa on.
Yep.
But if the High Priest or the Suras or the Archbishops or Suras rather are not prepared to deal with those sort of skills, they're
Mm-hmm.
not prepared to cast that Numa, or not prepared to spam that Numa, you can get, oh, that's suicide though.
Yeah.
That's suicide coming from nonsense.
Oh.
Like what I've been saying, MG, that's suicide coming from that mechanic. Will deal heavy damage
Yes.
against a stack of a guild. So that's a very very dangerous skill to deal with.
Yep. And they
All
need to
right.
be careful on that one. Making sure that they're not stacked properly because if that suicide will explode on top of their stack, it can
Mm-hmm.
actually wipe their party.
Yes. And speaking of party wipes right there, MG. Since we are almost 1 hour in our War of Imperium here,
Mm-hmm.
of course I want to shout out another event here
Ooh.
that is currently ongoing. Of course, the PH Conquest Festival tickets giveaway. All right. So this is one huge giveaway for the Filipino players or the Filipino adventurers right there, or yeah, for the Filipino players, for the
Yes.
Filipino ROGGH players or people residing in the Philippines. Because PH Conquest Festival tickets giveaway. You can win free tickets to PH Conquest Festival. ROGGH is giving away free tickets
Mm-hmm.
on the PH Conquest Festival. So how to participate and win? Um, there's a photo in here
Yeah.
in Facebook.
I think
All
they
right,
posted it. Yeah.
in Ragnarok Online GGH, there's a
Yes.
photo. So make sure to comment on the photo. What is your favorite character in Ragnarok Online? And 30 lucky winners will win tickets to PH Conquest Festival. So 30 lucky winners will win.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Gypsy,
So
you commented on that one. What class did you commented on that? Which class?
oh yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
commented on that because I want to participate in the. Oh no, I just
Please.
want to just want to participate and
Yeah.
share. Want to participate and
Yeah.
share that I love using Suras.
Yes, Sura. Yeah, I
Sura is my
remember that.
favorite
Yeah.
class. I've been a champion class since the Transcendent, and I've been playing Monk for a long time now.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So yeah, so
Ooh.
in order for you to get a chance to win a PH Conquest Festival ticket, make sure to comment on that photo. And I think someone will just comment it down in the comment section, so make sure to check that out. Um, and yeah, 30 lucky winners. So that's something you can
Yeah.
look forward to if you're here in the Philippines.
Yeah. I'm very excited to go to conquest. Hopefully we can get
Yeah,
free
you can
tickets.
meet your CMs there if
CMs, yeah.
so yeah, and maybe us, maybe
And speaking of what do you call this? The conquest. I think they're gonna have an event as well there,
Yes.
right?
Actually, in Conquest Festival, ROGGH is holding an event as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So, in I think ROGGH booth, there will be a cosplay event where you can show off your RO costume. The first ever ROGGH cosplay event in the
Mm-hmm.
Philippines, open to all ROGGH players and the cosplayers to join the event dressed in your finest Ragnarok outfits. Based on public votes from the Facebook community, the top three cosplayers with the most votes will win Razer hardware. So, not in-game items, but Razer hardware, though.
Razor.
Razer hardware. So, how to participate? So, you need to visit the booth of ROGGH in C7 from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Of course, in the Conquest Festival, and the ROGGH crew will take a photo of you in RO costume and post it on the official ROGGH
Yeah,
Facebook page. Voting will close at 6 p.m. daily on July 23rd and 24th. Winners will be announced at 7 p.m. sharp at the booth. So come dressed in your RO costume when visiting the ROGGH booth in
yeah,
PH Conquest Festival. All right. So,
yeah. More events.
yeah, we have a lot of events coming up and a lot of events that are ongoing right now here in ROGGH.
James, question.
Hmm?
Given a chance, what class are you gonna cosplay? If you're gonna cosplay.
Uh, if that's a hard question though,
Yeah,
because I'm not fit to be cosplaying right
yeah.
now.
Same.
Sad to
Sad to
say,
say.
I'm
Yeah,
not fit to
same.
be cosplaying right now. If it was like 4 or 5 years ago,
Are you gonna
maybe
go
I'm
for the
fit to be
Sura?
cosplaying.
Are you gonna
I
go
can
for the
go with a
Sura?
Sura.
Okay, fair enough.
I can be buffed up as well
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that Sura
Okay.
class. Um, but for now, maybe just a mechanic will do because it's all
Yeah, yeah,
or maybe a rune knight or
yeah. A heavy plated
an archbishop
armor
though.
character maybe. Yeah, same.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, same answer. I might go for a mechanic as
Yeah, because because in all honesty,
well.
we're
Yeah, yeah,
we're not really fit for cosplay right now. But some of our players might be
yeah,
fit. Some of them might love
yeah.
cosplay. And this is your chance for you to showcase your favorite RO character and RO cosplay. And
Yes.
you can actually win Razer hardware when you come to the event. All right.
Yeah.
So more events here at ROGGH, of
Yeah.
course. All right.
Okay, let's go and check.
So speaking of events, MG, I think some players, they want you to visit them in
Mm,
Alde Castle. I think here in Neuschwanstein, if you can go in the entrance, MG,
mm,
Neuschwanstein. This is Luina 1. Luina 1.
got it.
Is it Luina? Yeah. This is Luina 1. All right. So Neuschwanstein's Castle, I think Dominary and Last
Ooh.
Nightmare are having a bit of a battle here and there. I've seen players from Last Nightmare enter castle and Dominary. They're just walking in.
Yep.
They're just walking in and maybe dealing with each other right there. While of course Dominary is busy in a fat grid as well.
Yep. And James, the thing that I like about the the 20 castles open is
Mm-hmm.
it gives the players the the chance to explore their strategies on certain maps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because having 20 castle means you're dealing with 20 different strategies on entrance,
Mm-hmm.
pre-imperium and the imperium um floor, right? So having this castles open, it gives those players a new let's say it will give them a new approach on every situations that they are facing on versus other guilds. Like for example, Dominari, we know Dominari has a lot of numbers. So I
Mhm.
think some of the guilds already know that if
Oof.
they're trying to face like an L choke or a massive choke area, maybe they're just gonna like fall back maybe or rethink their strategies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dealing with the portal defense like what Dominari is doing right now is going to be tough to deal with, especially when you don't have enough numbers to deal with your opponents.
Yep.
But speaking of things to deal with, someone asked in the comment section, "What's the code at the bottom right?" And I'm not gonna stop right there, MG. I'm not gonna stop right there. I've been explaining this for an hour long right now,
You
and
better
maybe you
get
can
it.
explain to our viewers
You need to get it.
what's with the code at the bottom right portion of our stream.
Mm.
And yes,
Oh, yeah.
all
I
right.
think yeah,
So the
okay, okay.
code,
Wait. Yes,
yeah,
the code guys, you need to get that code because it will give you or you will be getting certain items. Like for example, 3 pieces of battle manual, 3 pieces of Jad manual, 10 pieces of blessing scroll and agi scroll, plus 5 pieces of mystic powder and 5 pieces tears blessing. So all you need to do is just grab that code, and you need to log in on your ROG Enjoy account and go to the code tab, and all you need to do is just put it there so you can get
yeah.
those sweet rewards. There you go.
Yes, and again, new codes will be flashed every now and then, so make sure to stay tuned on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because you can get some awesome goodies by redeeming the code. The first come, first serve for the codes, of course. If you redeem it first, other players won't be able to redeem that code. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned and just redeem as much codes as you want.
Exactly.
Maybe if you want to give that code away to your friend, just make sure to have that friend be quick
Yes.
into redeeming that specific code that is flashed every now and then.
Yep.
Speaking of codes that are getting flashed, of course, new codes will be flashed right now. A
Yep.
code will be flashed right now. So you can guys redeem it again. First come, first serve. First one to redeem that code will be able to get those freebies and or goodies.
There you go.
All right. So I'm not sure what Last Nightmare and Dominari is doing right here. Um,
Just
they're just stacking up. They're not actually attacking each other. Um, I'm not really sure what they are planning. Maybe they just want to stack up, regroup. They want to regroup on their own. They want to regroup on their own. Then maybe um battle it out at a in the large GVG battle.
yeah.
I'm not really sure what they're planning to do though, because they're just there. They're just all stacked up there. All right. So yeah,
Yeah.
MG, what are your thoughts currently? Because we've been trying to
Mm.
see what's happening out here in the War of Imperium or Six War of Imperium the server for an hour now. So what are your thoughts about the current War of Imperium?
Okay. Currently, again, like I keep on saying earlier, we're seeing a different strategy or approach from different guilds. We saw a massive fight coming from Dominati versus Last Nightmare. Um, what I'm expecting to see for the next few minutes is the rematch clash for Dominati, but I'm not sure why are they not doing a fight here.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think a rematch fight versus Dominati and Last Nightmare, and
Huh?
Arsenal versus MH maybe. That's actually one of the fights that I want to see. Nonsense versus Arsenal maybe or MH as well,
Hmm.
and Fratres and Armada. Want to see them on action as well, for the
Yep.
last few minutes.
Yeah, so someone said here in the comment section, what's a GVG Last Nightmare versus uh Dominari?
Mm-hmm.
I think he made the mistake right there. But yeah, we are just going to see what they are planning right here. Like what I said, maybe they're just stacking up. They're just regrouping. Then they're going to go for a GVG battle right
Yep.
here, and this is going to be a sight to see because this is going to be one full guild GVG battle
Yes.
if they actually manage to do this. So they're setting up GVG right now. So they're
Oh, okay. That's
they're
why.
setting up GVG right now. So they're using War of Emperium to set up their GVG battle. So what a way to use this War of Imperium
Yes.
time, right?
Yep.
So this
Okay.
is like what Kaoru said. This is 56 versus 56. Said here.
Oof.
Yeah, they're having GVG. So yeah,
So I
we're
think
just waiting. We're just waiting for
yep.
them to start the battle, though.
Okay. I think on both sides they need to land those land protectors perfectly on the side of the the RKs
Hmm.
that they have in order for them to have that consistent firepower and
Hmm.
AoEs on the side of the enemy. The first guild that loses that land protector and Yuma on their side will actually will
Yeah,
suffer from that AoEs from that
yeah. Well, I think
yeah,
it's not that simple, MG,
yeah,
because they need to decide on whether to cast Land Protector or Numa. Because if you have that land protector on, you can't cast that Numa on the floor to actually defend
yeah,
yourself. And if you have that Numa on, of course, if you cast that land protector, you won't be able to, defend yourselves against long range physical attacks like
yep,
Dragon's Breath and Arrow Storm. And I think GVG action is going to start right
yep.
now as we are seeing some skills getting casted here and there. Maybe you can turn off the effects right now as we are going to check out what's happening right there. Skills are going to get casted. Of course, people are just getting knocked down here and there. And of course, Psychic Wave, Diamond Dust coming from those sorcerers from Last Nightmare, and Arrow Storms getting casted on the
The
floor here
damage.
for Dominari. Dominari is getting reduced to smithereens right there, but Last Nightmare is going down one by one. Who will last
The
longer right here? Dominari or Last Nightmare? I think it was a tie battle though. It was a
yes,
close call, but Dominari still has members left there. They have those transformed Rune Knights just dealing damage against Last Nightmare.
yes,
And as to what I have seen right there, I think Dominari got the last laugh and managed to wipe out or managed to defeat Last Nightmare in that
yes,
GVG.
yes.
So it yeah.
Yeah. Earlier, the Gluten Cross on the side of Last Nightmare managed to push through on the back lane of Dominari, but apparently, I think she didn't capitalize on the north part of the map,
Mm-hmm.
wherein most of the core players of Dominari is sitting right. So I think if that Guillotine Cross managed to recognize that the core members of Dominari is sitting on the north side near the plant, if he can actually take it out, I think that would end in a different story on the side of Last Nightmare.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, I think you can type in slash aura mg to reduce the R of our players right there. Um, yeah, and I think they're going in for another GVG battle. So, they're just setting up the GVG. So while other guilds are busy conquering other castles, because they still have a lot of time. If they want to conquer castles, maybe you can do it at the last maybe
Yes,
20
exactly.
minutes or so of the War of Emperium. But right now, our players are just having fun. They want to GVG against the other guild. This is only Dominary Guild by Shuya,
Yep.
because this is the pink one, versus Last Nightmare. Um, I think this is the Last Nightmare led uh Purple
Yeah, yeah,
by Purple God. Yeah.
yeah. Earlier, James, I think you noticed. Last Nightmare is using Numa, like you
Hmm.
mentioned, right? Numa, they're focusing on Numa. I think they're already casting the fog as well. On the side of Dominari, they chose to use the Land Protector,
Hmm.
right? So both guilds has a different approach, but I think having that half land protector on this area and having a Numa on the top gave them an advantage to gave Dominaria an advantage because again Last Nightmare needs to choose whether they're gonna use their solo or single targets, or they're gonna choose to pin snipe those players on the top. So I think they gave them that, or Dominati gave them that option um, to choose either the LP stack or the Numa stack.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, because if you cast a land protector, you can defend yourselves against what do you call this, sorcerer and
Yeah.
warlock skills. If you
Yeah.
choose that Numa, you can defend against dragon's
Yeah.
breath, acid bombs, cart cannons, and arrow storms.
Yep.
You can defend yourselves against a lot of skills, but the range of the Numa is significantly smaller than
Yeah.
that of the land protector. If you want to have both defense up and going, you need those royal guards to cast that defender
Yeah.
or defending aura and cast that devotion on you, or
Yes. Exactly.
I think that it's called sacrifice here.
Hmm.
It's devotion or sacrifice on your party mates for you to actually defend against those skills. But if you are getting hit with a lot of skills,
Yep.
it will still hurt even if you have that defending aura on, even if you have um those reduction
Yeah.
skills on. It will still hurt because there are a lot of skills, and of course there are physical skills like Gate of Hell. You can get what they call this, Asura Strike.
Asuras. Yeah.
Yeah,
Asura.
Asuras will land as well. So it depends on the build of the guild, the players of the guilds, and I'm looking forward to what will happen here in the next battle that they will have. Of course, they're just having fun here, in Neuschwanstein. Is that the
Yes.
Neuschwanstein Castle?
Yeah.
They're just having a GVG battle. While other guilds, of course, are busy conquering other spots, other castles. They're just having a GVG battle right here. Maybe after this GVG battle, MG, we can actually scout
Yeah.
different
Different castles.
castles.
Yes.
Hmm.
So again,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Dominati is still gonna push for um that turtle strat, because earlier they didn't push. They're just very reactive, and they're just taking out taking out the nearest players that they have in front, because
Hmm.
again, last night we initiated the push, so most of their members are going one by one inside, trying to
Yep.
pin snipe or trying to snipe um, several players on the side of Dominari. But Dominari
Yes.
just stood there, and they just waited, and their sustain is up and ready, and that's actually it paid off, and resulted to a win
Yes.
versus Last Nightmare.
Yes. And targeting will be key into
Yes.
dealing with your opponents here in the GVG battle here in third job. Because especially in the third job GVG battle, it's all skill based.
Yes.
So of course you need to target your skills perfectly and at the right spot for you to deal massive damage and to gain advantage against
Yes, I
your
think
opponents.
they're gonna fade out. I think Shuya is the one who's leading Purple Dominati, right?
Yeah, so
Shuya.
that's a joke. I
Yeah.
think they're just regrouping right now. Just
Yeah.
they're just stacking up. Of course, while they are stacking up right now, MG, the codes are getting flashed here and there. I want to remind the viewers that they am I pointing it right?
Yep.
There, they're they can redeem the code there. All right. They just need to check that code out. While they are going to have that GVG battle right now. Of course, wall of fogs are getting casted right here. Storm gust and those meteor storms. We can turn off the effect right now. Land protectors and there. It's a really a chaotic battle that's happening right here. So we can see a lot of things. And Crimson Rocks and of course AoE skills by the Warlocks are getting casted over at the Last Nightmare
Yep.
side, but they had that Land Protector on their side as well. But Dominari, they got wiped out because of that Land Protector on their end. And because of that land protector, they weren't able to defend themselves against that Arrow Storm and Dragon's Breath coming from Last Nightmare. And here in that GVG battle, Last Nightmare got the upper hand because it was a huge AoE skill
Yes.
battle against these two guilds. And it all went down in a single second.
Yes.
Everyone went down in a single second, and it was just a chaotic battle. As what we saw earlier, a lot of skills getting casted on the floor. Some meteor storm, some storm gust, some wall of fogs getting casted. Of course, diamond dust and um, other skills, Hell's Plant, and of course,
Yep.
Mandragora Howling was casted earlier by both guilds to actually increase the cast time of
Yes.
their opponents.
And I think the key there earlier is their support system on the side of Last Nightmare. They recognize on the first round that they don't have their support supporting the I think those players who's trying to do the Mandragora plus the
Mhm.
acid demo on the side. But having those support like Freya earlier diving in the stack of Dominari, making sure that their key players are getting healed and supported from time to time is
Mhm.
actually paying off and making sure that the key players of Last Nightmare is surviving those heavy damage coming from Dominari. So
Yes.
I think good confidence on the side of the support of Last Nightmare and good aggression.
Mhm.
They didn't hesitate. They didn't paddle back. I think earlier Dominari paddle back on the on last 5 seconds on that match. That's why it cost them a big disadvantage on the AOEs that been that last Nightmare is throwing on the top of their stack.
Yes. While these two guilds are
Okay,
stacking up
I
right
think
now.
this is a new or are they gonna push a
No, I think this is going to be the red Dominari right
oh okay
now.
okay
So
okay
this is the red Dominari. This is by Delinquent. I think they're going to battle it out with Last Nightmare for now. While the spectators are going to be Dominari led by Shuya.
yep
Anyway, there's going
mhm,
to be another GVG battle coming from these two guilds as guilds are just conquering other different castles right now. I think this is what the viewers want to see right now, the GVG battle between these two guilds,
yes
because we've been waiting for this to happen since the start of War of Empire. These
exactly
two big guilds currently in the server, and not only do they have one guild, they have two guilds. Nightmare has two guilds. Dominaria has two guilds. So yeah,
hmm
these two huge guilds are going to battle it out with one another. Of course, this is going to be GVG action between the both of them. And speaking of action, of course, you can take part in the action by leveling up as much as possible with that level up box. A permanent feature here in ROGGH, because upon creating a new character, a new item, new user box will automatically appear in your inventory. Opening the box will grant you various consumables and equipment. For every 10 levels achieved until level 90, you can open a new box and receive more items. To find out more about the feature, you can visit ro.genjoy.asia, or,
Genjoy
or the ROGGH Discord.
yeah
All right.
okay so
And
this
yeah, another GVG battle between these two guilds. Of course, they're both stacking up, and they're just having fun.
yep
They're just having fun. We still have 37 more minutes here in our War of Emperium. Maybe they will conquer castles in the last 20 minutes or so.
yep
So yeah, this is their chance for them to actually take advantage of War of Imperium. Of course, they want to have fun. They want to have a war against another guild. Maybe they've been bickering. I think in the last War of Imperium, they've been bickering against one another.
yeah
They've been throwing banters here and there. Um, in last Saturday, where the War of Imperium wasn't streamed,
yep again
and yeah.
yeah, props to these two guilds. They're very consistent on numbers as well. Last night we earned Dominari, showing that they have the the firepower
Mhm.
on this 56 versus 56 if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, these two guilds have really enough firepower to deal with one another.
Yeah.
That's why some of the mid-sized guilds or smaller guilds are getting caught up between the battle between these two guilds from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we are going to see another battle between these two guilds. They are just prepping up, of course, buffing each other up, making sure they have enough oomph to
Yeah.
battle it out and defeat their opponent.
Okay.
All right, so they are grouping though.
Okay, so let's check if Red Dominari has a different approach regarding the aggression of Last Nightmare. Are they gonna take the first push, or are they just gonna stand still and try to sustain the damage and take off those frontliners of Last Nightmare? So
Mm-hmm.
it's still I think they have that option, but they can actually push as well. But again, they need to be careful on those acid demo players on the side
Mm-hmm.
of Last Nightmare, because I think
Yes.
there's actually one of their key players plus the
Mm-hmm.
Suras as well for single targets.
Yes, and maybe they will re-strategize for now because in the first battle, Dominary or the Pink Dominary won. Second battle, Last Nightmare won. Maybe they will re-strategize right now. Of course, if you don't have that land protector, that demonic fire can get casted on the
Hmm.
floor or on your feet. So if you get hit by that demonic fire, that's equivalent to getting hit by a um partial
Yeah,
damage of
partial
acid
deaths.
demonstration,
Yeah,
but just in a AOE style.
yeah,
AOE.
yeah. Anyway,
AOE.
style.
It's like AOE that AOE acid demonstration, of course, if you use fire expansion on that
Yep.
demonic fire as well. All
Yes.
right.
So let's check. We're actually seeing a double LP on the side of Red Dominari. I'm not sure if that's gonna
Mhm.
be finalized on the side of on them one. Let me just turn off the effects.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
maybe actually let's not turn off the effects right now, so we
Okay.
want to see the battle that's happening right now, or the skills getting casted on both sides, or maybe we can off the effect early and try to off the effect early right now. So we are going to check what's happening. Of course, Arrow Storm's getting casted on the side of Dominari while they are just trying to deal with each other right there. While Arrow Storms are getting casted over
Yep.
Dominari right there. Dragon's Breath and of course Warlock and Sorcerer skills are
Psychic
getting
wave.
casted on the side of Last Nightmare. And here comes Dominari. They
Oh
want to push in. And that suicidal destruction coming from Dominari, eliminating a lot of players
wow.
from Last Nightmare. And I gotta say, MG, that suicidal destruction coming from that mechanic, just sacrificing that Mad Dog gear to
Yeah.
deal heavy AoE damage in that stack is really a dangerous skill to deal with.
Yes, I think they forgot to pin target the mechanic on that part. That's why it resulted to a explosion on the side of Last
Mm,
Nightmare. And I just want to commit as well the sorcerer of on the side of Dominari. He's actually setting the face on the frontline battle. I think he's getting focused multiple times, but the support on his side is very consistent, and I think he has a high skill as well,
mm,
preventing the um making making his character untargetable or
yes,
resetting the target. So good choice there on regarding getting the on the hide skill plus the confidence
yes,
on that sorcerer. So well played on the
yes.
side of Dominari.
All right. And I think MG, while they are regrouping, let's take a look at the other castles
Yep.
right now. Check what's happening to the other sides or other areas of
Yeah.
this current War of Imperium right now. While we are taking a look at the current castles, of course, I want to remind you all that there are coupons that can be redeemed. That is a flash right here on the lower right portion of the screen. You can redeem that you can redeem that by logging into your RO in your ROGGH account
Yep.
in the website ro.genjoy.asia and click on membership, then redeem code, then input the code. Of course, that's first come first curve first serve. First one to redeem the code will be able to get some awesome goodies such as battle manuals, job manuals, blessing and agi scrolls, mystic powders, and tears blessing. All right, a
Yep.
lot of giveaways for now. And speaking of giveaways, of course, MG, we also have that Razer Gold July
Mm-hmm.
currently. Razer Gold July promotion currently in the server. Of course, from July 1 to July 31, 2022, 11:59 p.m. GMT plus 8, recharge your G Enjoy account via Razer Gold wallet and get some in-game items such as Mystic Powders, Tears Blessing, Unlimited Flywing Box, Battle Manual, Job Manual, and Analyze I Lower for free. Players will receive 5% bonus Razer Gold with the minimum recharge while stocks last. There is also a top spender promotion. The top spender will receive a Razer Huntsman V2 clicky optical
Ooh.
switch, and the second and third top spender will receive a Black Shark V2. And the fourth to 10th top spender will
Mm-hmm.
receive a $10 Razer Gold voucher. Of course, if you want to know more information about the promotion, you can visit our website, ro.genjoyasia, or join the ROGGH Discord. Again, links can be found in the description of the stream. So make sure to check out that pinned comment. And the current events are there. PH Conquest event, of course, are one of the most sought out events currently. Of course, we are going to what do you call this? Promote that again later on as we are just taking a look at the other castles right now. And there are a lot of events currently ongoing in the server, and a lot more to come,
Yep.
especially for players residing in the Philippines. Of course, for the Philippine players right there, Conquest Festival, you can win tickets by participating in the giveaway. We can show that later on as
Yep.
well. All right.
Okay. So earlier, Nonsense is defending Scarlet, and
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal went in with Dominati contesting Nonsense defense. But apparently, I think Dominati is, has the numbers to push in on the side of Nonsense. And Nonsense, I
Mm-hmm.
think they're trying to fall back on the preempt now. Let's go and check.
All right.
Yeah, I
And
think,
I think because Dominari is just busy. Dominari
yes.
just busy in that GVG battle against Last Nightmare.
Yeah.
So I think they are going to go in for another GVG battle. I think they are prepping for another GVG battle. So maybe you can go here once again,
Yep.
MG.
Let's say,
Uh, let me. It's Alde Castle One.
Aldi Castle. Okay.
Yeah. So it's the coordinates are 11361, so you can check it out. Anyway, they are just preparing for that GVG action again. While these two guilds, they're just hungry for GVG.
Yeah.
They're just hungry for a battle. Of course, they want that PvP action. Um, while they are preparing themselves here in this area, we saw earlier like a nonsense just defending a castle. Money Heist, I think, is defending their own castle as well.
Yep.
In a different spot. Um, maybe Arsenal is holding a different spot as well. I'm not really sure because we need to check that out later on. This is one of the things that I think our players want to see the action between these two guilds
Yeah.
because not only us, so we've been waiting for this battle to happen for a bit of quite a bit of time now. So we are seeing skills getting casted here and there, meteor storms getting casted on the floor, of course, as well as storm gusts, arrow storms getting casted over Last Nightmare. And
Yep.
Last Nightmare isn't able to actually do anything against Dominari right there. They are actually dominating Last Nightmare currently in this battle because Dominari got the upper hand. They made sure they have enough space to deal with Last Nightmare.
Yep.
And I think Dominari didn't even get reduced for significantly in that action or in that battle against Last Nightmare. So maybe because of the positioning of Dominari, maybe Last Nightmare was caught off guard. We're not really sure what happened right there. But Dominari got the upper hand and they won against Last Nightmare in that battle.
Yes. We saw earlier that the front line of Last Nightmare, I think the LP and the Numa,
Mm-hmm.
um, got countered. And as you can see, one like I said, the sorcerer or the sort of Dominari is very consistent on this on the dispel skill as well, right? So we're not seeing him only casting one skill, but we are seeing him as well trying to dispel those players who's trying to cast multiple times at the same time. Um, the consistent land protection while they're moving, so that actually paid off on their side,
Mm-hmm.
preventing Last Nightmare to do a counter AUV push, or counter AUV defense on their side.
Yes.
So I think a good push there, and like I said, this sorcerer Raven is doing it on the side of Dominari. Very consistent on the spells and other skills. So GG on Dominari.
Yes, and I think people are shouting right now, GG Dominari.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, they're just having fun, and I think this is the time for them to actually try and conquer different castles. I've seen I think that this is Fratres ad vitam defending Sacred Palace,
Mm-hmm.
and Nemesis Armada capturing like yeah, Bamboo Grove Hill.
Yep.
And the guilds, smaller guilds are just busy while the bigger guilds are just having that GVG action. But because they are done with that GVG battle right there, they are going to be busy conquering other castles.
Yep.
So it's going to be a different scenario from here on out, because they need to get ready. 24 minutes to go, or 24 minutes left here in our War of Emperium. And yeah, guilds are ready to get their share here in this War of Emperium. Of course, um, goons are defending um,
Mm-hmm.
Wurzburg. All
Yep.
right, goons are defending Wurzburg as well,
Yeah.
and Dominari. What we see here in the screen is the going to defend Scarlet
Scarlet. Yeah.
Palace.
I think we saw a couple of players of Last Nightmare here, so I'm not sure if they're gonna contest this, but I think they're trying to trying to be ready on the push, and I think they're
Mhm.
trying to push one by one.
Yes.
And we are seeing three Guillotine Cross doing rolling cutter here,
Mhm.
so I think that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, well, I think this is not really the time for Last Nightmare to contest, or maybe other guilds in that regard to contest this castle being defended by a different. Oh, but
Oh,
Last Nightmare is going to contest this though.
yep.
Last Nightmare is going to contest this castle that
Okay.
Dominar is holding right now. Of course, I think they want to get Scarlet
Oh,
Palace. But you can see here, Last Nightmare just got wiped out as they
yep.
entered here because of that arrow storm getting
Artisan.
casted. Two arrow storms from Dominari here at the bridge.
Yes, and
So yeah.
I think the Royal Guard of I mean Dominari is trying to answer back. They have J Hope here trying to take down Nitro here, using the
Mhm.
vanishing point, and I think
Mhm.
some of the Dominati are trying to recover on their defense. But again, multiple Last Nightmare is entering the area now, and whoa, a Dragon Breath connecting to three players, resulting into a kill. So I think Dominati is still trying to reestablish their defense here versus Last Nightmare. Last Nightmare is still trying to contest their defense, but apparently I think Dominari is already established again on their defense on this
Mhm.
castle, Scarlet Moon.
Yeah, well, I think Last Nightmare was prepared to deal with the defense of Dominari right there.
Yeah.
But they casted their Numa late. That's
Yep.
why those arrow storm the arrow storms from Dominari actually hit
Yep.
the players from Last Nightmare, and they didn't actually get a chance to enter because of the arrow storm casted by Dominari. I think was dealt significant amount of
Yes.
damage that really wiped out the stack of the Last Nightmare right there, because I think there were two players or two rangers from Dominari just casting that arrow storm against Last Nightmare.
Yeah. So
All right, and yeah, well, these guilds are still just trying to battle it out with one another. They're still not done. They're
yeah.
still not done. I thought they were done. I was expecting Last Nightmare to push maybe a different castle from here on out, not
Mm-hmm.
contest Dominari any longer. But they actually contested Dominari right there, and maybe they want to take Scarlet Palace.
Yes. And I think they know that they can take down the purple one versus the red one,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I think they actually build that confidence around them,
Mm-hmm.
making sure that the push is there at the same time. I think
Yes.
last time it managed to capitalize on the push, wiping the defense of
Mm-hmm.
Dominati there. So I think they're gonna establish and hopefully or I think the red Dominati is gonna help.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes,
know,
and
no.
I want to you know I want to point out why guilds are hungry for this castle
Mm-hmm.
Scarlet Palace. Because here in Scarlet Palace or Baldur 4 or Greenwood Lake 4, they can get the emblem of Sun God, which they can use to create Hat of the Sun God, or as a players might call it SGH or Sun God Hat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And that's a really a flashy headgear to
to
own,
wear.
to
Yes.
wear. Yeah.
And I think it's kind of expensive as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
so.
that emblem can be used for other purposes as well. It depends on how our guilds use them. But
Mm-hmm.
SGH has been an item ever since the first the classic Ragnarok. It's been a hot item ever since. It's been one of the
It's yeah,
well
it's
thought
like
out
a
item.
should I say it's like a sign of of dominance or power
Yeah, we could
in
say that.
yeah, having that item on your belt or under your guild is something, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, and guilds are just maybe hungry for that emblem of the sun god, but they might just want to go in for that GVG battle. We're not
Yep.
really sure how they think of the situation, but currently right now we are seeing Last Nightmare just preparing to go in. Maybe they decided that
Mm-hmm.
or they scouted ahead and they saw some Dominari players just holding this castle. So
Exactly.
maybe they regrouped in the entrance. Then they want to push in together here in this castle. Of course, they are going to regroup here at the entrance of that third portal as we see no defense coming from Dominari right here. So
Yep.
it's actually free. So the breakers of Last Nightmare will go in.
I think last nightmares.
Hmm.
Oh.
As they are going to go in right now, maybe you can follow Last Nightmare right here. I think no one is defending from Dominari.
Yes.
So maybe this castle is free for the taking. And maybe Dominari is just preparing themselves outside the castle. Maybe they want to get that emblem of the sun god as well.
Yep.
Yes, and while Last Nightmare is breaking this castle, I want to uh you know um shout out the other guilds currently right
Mm-hmm.
now because Ops Day is defending. I think this is Eor Brigar. Um Guilds are just capturing other castles. Baldur 1 has been conquered by goons. Nemesis Armada is busy as well. Other members of Dominari are busy as well, and Magma Leechers actually. Magma Leechers. Actually, this is the first time I saw that guild though capturing something. So they might just be a leeching guild.
Yeah.
a leech, they might just be a leeching guild here in Kremhild.
Okay.
So yeah, I think there's only one player. So there's only a single player from Magma Leechers. Well, guilds are busy right now conquering other castles, and they just want to take advantage of the situation, and they want to, you know, maybe try and get the other castles that aren't occupied right now, so they can have a share of the loot that they can get
Yes.
from War of Imperium.
Yes. Again, I think they just want to capitalize on the economy, like you
Hmm.
mentioned, James. Because again, the economy is very important on the side of the guild. They need to have that supplies up and running, especially if they want to get those specific rewards on certain castles to craft
Mhm.
better gears for their key players.
Mhm. Yes, and while we are going to scout different castles as well, MG,
Mm-hmm.
Gondul Adonis Guild is here. Hohen Shuanggo, I'm not sure. I want to check that because here
Mm.
in Hohen Shuanggo, let me check what you can get here. Because this
Um,
is one of the hot castles as well.
yeah, I think we got disconnected.
Yeah,
Mm.
in Hohen Shuanggo, you can actually get Thor's gauntlets. So those I think that's one of the items that players just want
Yep.
to get. So
Yeah.
while you are just taking care of the technical difficulties, we have codes getting flashed here at the lower right portion of the screen. So make sure to claim that if you can. Of course, first come first serve. First one to redeem the code will be able to get the freebies that are included in that code. Of course, you can get a battle manual, job manual, blessing scroll, agi scroll, mystic powders, or tears blessing.
Yep.
So I think all or either of those items you can get from the codes. Again, first come first serve. So if a person redeems that code first, you can't redeem that. Another person can't redeem that code. That will be solely for that first one who redeems that code.
There you
Right.
go.
All right. So yeah, guilds are just busy. They're just defending their own castles as I've been doing my own scouting as well.
Yep. I think we're gonna see like maybe we're gonna see some couple of guilds will do some last breaks, but I think for Dominari and the rest of
Mm-hmm.
last night where just gonna sit down on one castle maybe, or maybe they're gonna split their forces again on doing a quick push for
Mm-hmm.
from other castles. So hmm.
Yeah, because earlier we've seen Dominari try and get a hold of Scarlet Palace,
Mm-hmm.
but they saw that it was a little bit impossible to deal with last night, where who was just actually capitalizing on the situation, just
Yes,
portal defense on the entrance of Scarlet Palace, and when someone pushes in, they can flag warp to a different spot to defend that castle.
yes,
And other castles are getting occupied here and there. Of course, you can see some captures or conquers in the feed. And the guilds are just busy. Guilds are just busy right now, conquering other castles.
yes. So again, just want to remind everyone, for those who's watching right now, we have multiple codes that's flashing on your screen right now. So
Yeah.
do sure to grab those code and put it on your account because you're gonna get 3 pieces of battle manual, 3 pieces of jab manual, and 10 pieces level 10 blessing scroll and agi scroll, plus 5 pieces of mystic powder and 5 pieces of tears blessing. So make sure to grab those codes on your screen.
Yes. All right. Yeah. And while as we are almost at our end, we here for this War of Imperium session. Of course, I want to promote as well the PH Conquest Festival, where
Ooh,
ROGGH is coming. This is your chance to meet our RO cosplayers at Conquest Festival. Best of all, visit the ROGGH booth and spin the wheel and stand a chance to win exclusive merchandise items. Maybe there are items that we can get a hold of as well,
mm-hmm.
MG.
Yeah,
Right? Because you can catch ROGGH at Conquest Festival on July 23 and 24, booth C7 at SMX Convention Center, Manila, Pasay City. So, guys,
yeah.
if you're going to, drop by, if you're going to attend Conquest Festival, see you there, guys. And of course, if you don't have tickets, we have a PH Conquest
We got
Festival
you. Yeah,
tickets giveaway. You can win free tickets to PH Conquest Festival by joining this event. So, how to participate and win? So, comment on the photo. I think it's in the pinned comment. So make
Yes.
sure to check out the pinned comment of the stream. It's here. It's labeled as PH Conquest event tickets giveaway. So make sure to click on that link, then comment on the photo what is your favorite character in Ragnarok Online. And 30 lucky winners will win tickets to PH Conquest Festival. It's that simple. And, good luck. Event ends on July 13, 2022, 11:59 p.m. So it ends tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. So this is going to be almost your last chance
Yes.
because you still
Yes.
have tomorrow. This is almost your last chance to participate in the
Participate. Yeah.
giveaway and have a chance to win PH Conquest Festival tickets.
Yes.
Um,
To be fair,
yeah,
I'm
and of
very excited on the loot bags. Maybe on the prices as well
yeah,
on the booth. So oof.
yeah, and RGGH is coming to the PH. Of course, we have an event at
Mhm.
the PH Conquest Festival as well because we have ROGGH cosplay event, the first ever ROGGH cosplay event in the Philippines. And it's open to all ROGGH players and the cosplayers to join the event dressed in your finest Ragnarok outfits. Based on public votes from the community, the top three cosplayers rather, with the most votes will win Razer hardware. And how to participate in the cosplay event. You need to visit the booth, the ROGGH booth at C7 in
Mhm.
the Conquest Festival event from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And ROGGH crew will take a photo of you in ROGGH in your RO costume
Yep.
and post on the ROGGH Facebook page. Voting will close at 6 p.m. daily on July 23 and 24, and the winners will be announced at 7 p.m. sharp at the booth. And
Yep.
yeah, you should come dress in your RO costume and have fun with ROGGH.
Yeah.
All right. And I've said a lot of things about the Conquest Festival, and
Yeah.
that's how hyped up we are for the event. And you can win tickets for the event as well. So make sure to join that.
Yeah. So I'm very excited to go to Conquest as well. To see our fellow or your RCMs. In the
Yeah, you
game.
can with
Plus the
your CMs, our
games.
fellow players as well.
Yep.
Our fellow players are going to be there as well. Of course, cosplayers. If you're a fan of cosplaying and you are an RO player, um, you can win Razer hardware. That's a that's not an in-game item, but
Yeah.
something you can use on a
Yep.
daily basis.
It will
All
actually
right.
buff you, right? Like extra keyboards, like
Yes, it's
extra map
Razer buff,
razor
like
buff.
what you said, MG.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna wear my Deverucci hat there.
No, just
Yeah, I still have my Deverucci hat, so I might
Mhm.
wear it.
Yeah, maybe you can dress yourself as a Deverucci though. Just wear a Deverucci hat, then maybe wear something
Yeah.
black,
And
or wear something the same color though.
yes, tell my friends to like the photo as well.
Yeah, yeah, you can invite your friends like
Yep.
because it's going to be a popularity contest anyway for the cosplay. Most players with the most likes, I think, or most based on public votes from the Facebook
Yeah.
community.
I want to
So
see
yeah,
a
if players like your costume, maybe you
yeah,
can get
or I
Razer
can,
hardware.
or maybe I can dress up like a mechanic. You know, who knows?
Yeah, maybe you still have time to
Still have
prepare
a
because it will start the PH Conquest Festival will happen 23 July, 23 and 24
23.
July.
Yeah.
So 11, 12 days to prepare for your costume if you want to cosplay though. It's cutting
Yep.
it close, but if you really want to win,
Yeah. Exactly.
you really want to win and join in an event.
Hoping people will vote me, right? So
Yeah, maybe if you have a good costume, people will vote for you.
I'm just gonna wear my Deverucci hat, and that's it. That's it.
All right. So speaking of votes right now, MG, what's happening right now currently in our War of Emperium? Like what we said earlier, guilds are just defending their own respective castles, while there are last minute breaks or last sec there are going to be last second breaks later on.
Mm-hmm.
But people are just defending their own respective castles, and they want to break as much castles they can to maximize their
Yep.
treasure chest loots from the castles. There are vacant castles currently, but a lot of these castles are getting defended by either uh, you know a few numbers from big guilds,
Mm-hmm.
and a few numbers from big guilds, and some smaller guilds just
Yeah.
defending that castle.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
So I think Last Nightmare is back for the economy again. I think they're just gonna focus on Scarlet and try to boost the economy again. For Dominati, they're
Dominaria is spread out.
yeah, they're spread
Dominaria is
out.
spread out.
Same strat again. Same strat.
Mm-hmm.
Money Heist has been they keep on moving on multiple castles. I think they're getting chased by some guilds
Mm-hmm.
currently. Guns is hopping castles. But,
Yeah.
yeah, they keep on hopping castles
Yeah,
as
maybe
well.
you can hop castles as well, MG.
Yeah.
But because of what I saw right here is Dominaria, I think is in Wurzburg.
Mm-hmm.
Dominaria is in Wurzburg. Arsenal is holding a castle as well.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in Alde. Opus Dei is in Ior Brigar. And I think Goons are holding a Frontera Castle. I'm not really sure. But Dominari is holding another Frontera Castle as well. I think this is Skogul. And these guilds are just busy after that GVG fight. Of course, they want to maximize, of course, on the treasure chest.
Yep.
So, you know, get as much loot as possible.
Yep. It will help their new players to get those gears up and running right away.
Mm-hmm.
Having those treasure chests on the guilds. So I think the goal here at the end of this session, they need to cap multiple castles as well to get good rewards as well.
Yes. And yeah, Arsenal is here in Neuschwanstein.
Mm.
Yeah, guilds are just busy right now, and they're just waiting for that War of
Okay,
Emperium to end.
Adonis versus Dominati.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think this is not going to be a good battle for,
Yeah.
but only a few members from Dominar right there. So actually, Adonis might take the upper hand right
Yep.
here because it's going to be a battle of
Yes. I think.
royal guards, though. Just royal guards and rune knights just battling each other out right there, and
Okay.
royal guard is trying to break the Imperium here from Adonis,
Yep.
and some players from Dominaria are trying to defend their Imperium, but
Curse
there's also a
circle.
mechanic curse circle getting casted to
Oh.
prevent that royal guard and
Yes.
mechanic from
But they
breaking
still have
that
like
Imperium, but they still
dark.
have that mechanic just attacking that Imperium though. So
Yes.
I think that curse circle got canceled out because
Oof.
someone casted,
Guillotine
that
fist.
Sura casted that guillotine fist, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think the Royal Guard is very persistent on this one, and he managed to sustain three players, but apparently the Extremity Fist
mhm.
take
But
out that
they still have 2 minutes to go to
yeah.
actually try and break this Imperium. But Dominari will be there to seal this castle down. I thought it was their ownership, but nonsense is going to be here as well. So maybe did they actually
Let's
get that, or Dominari got that? Because the last hit, whoever last hit that castle will be able to own. Oh, nonsense!
nonsense. Oh,
Nonsense! It was nonsense who broke that castle.
oh,
So they stole it from Dominari. They stole
last
it from Dominari and Adonis.
yeah.
So they got
Clutch
the
break.
last laugh
Yeah.
in that castle. But we still have more than a minute to go before War of Imperium ends. If the guilds are fast enough to actually break this castle,
Mm-hmm.
they can try, but this is going to be too close for them to actually break or just go in and break another castle.
Yes,
But they
exactly.
still have enough time though if they're fast enough.
Okay, Guns has
And
I think Guns has
Goons, yeah.
a new logo as well.
Yeah, new logo from Goons, not the the colored one. Oh, there's their colored
Yeah,
ones.
You still pick the
Still
blue one.
there's still a blue goons right there. They just changed the style. So
Yes.
it's like a new, how can I say this? New emblem, new strategy, like what
Maybe yeah.
Arsenal did. New emblem, new strategy. Maybe if Last Nightmare or Dominaria changes their emblem, maybe they will come up with new strategies as well. But we've seen their power. They are kind of close against each other in terms of power because they have enough numbers.
Yep.
But like what we saw earlier, Dominaria I think has more numbers than Last Nightmare because
Yes.
they have two full guilds. They have that Dominaria by Shuya and Dominaria by
Delinquent.
Delinquent.
Yep.
And
Okay.
yeah, War of Imperium has ended, and guilds were just having fun, making sure they get the most out of this War of Imperium
Mm-hmm.
session for tonight. And
Yes.
MG, what are your thoughts?
Again, it's really nice to see the other side of the guilds, like we mentioned earlier. We are seeing Last Nightmare being super offensive on on their playstyle today, and we saw a fight versus Last Nightmare and Purple Dominari. Um, the Purple Dominari has a different approach or strategy compared to the red one, right? So I think it's really nice that we saw those two guilds, Dominari Red and Dominari Purple, having that they have this different character, right? I think the red one
Mm-hmm.
is more aggressive. The purple one is more on the defensive type of guild. And
Mm-hmm.
with Arsenal, I'm very happy that Arsenal is still playing the GVG style that they're very good with. They faced Dominari. They managed to all wipe Dominari, if I'm not mistaken. They managed to wipe Dominari as well. Guns and Nonsense, I think Nonsense as well, tried to do the portal bomb to several guilds, and some of it are successful, some of it are not. But
Mm-hmm.
still, the strategy of the portal bomb of Nonsense is still, one of my um one of the things that I'm looking forward into this session. And for
Yeah.
Money Heist is still recap multiple castles, yes,
Yeah,
and
they
they
were
have,
fairly quiet for
yes,
this session.
and they've been trying to flank multiple times on the side of Dominari, and I think they've been successful. But
Mm-hmm.
when Dominari tried to focus on Money Heist, I think it's just the numbers, and I think Money Heist cannot handle that number during that
Yeah.
time. So maybe that's my thoughts. It's still a good War of Imperium. The GVGs are insane. We saw a massive GVG versus Last Nightmare in Dominari,
Mm-hmm.
and the one that I'm talking the one that I'm pertaining earlier is the train meta push of Last Nightmares towards a Dominari earlier. A 5 second push. Again, somebody needs to clip that because again that's very epic
Mm-hmm.
to clip.
Yes, and shout outs to all the guilds that participate actually and managed to hold the castle.
Yep.
I'm just going to skim through the list right now. Dominari, Last Nightmare, Nemesis Armada, Fratres Ad Vitam, Arsenal, Money Heist, Goons. I think Adonis
Mm-hmm.
didn't actually get a castle right there because they've been um you know they've been stopped by Dominari, but that castle was stolen by Nonsense though.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And yeah, it's a good War of Imperium for everyone. Of course, we still have a lot of events here in the Ragnarok Online GGH. And like what we've said earlier, and we've been mentioning since the start of our stream, of course, we
Yep.
have the Heroes Trail event, the Noodle Festival, the second seasonal event in our GGH, Help King Pouring event,
Yep.
Demonic Egg is now up. Of course, if you want to get the latest items in the game, PH Conquest Festival tickets
Ooh.
giveaway, the PH Conquest Festival cosplay event, and of course the booth of ROGGH in PH Conquest Festival where you can spin the wheel and stand a chance to win exclusive merchandise items. And of course, Level Up box is still up. Of course, it's a permanent
Mm-hmm.
feature in ROGGH, which can help players or new players into catching up against the veterans currently in
Yes.
the game.
Yes.
And of course, we have that Razor Gold July promotion, which you can get awesome freebies and awesome items for free when you top up or when you recharge via
Yes.
Razor Gold.
Yep.
All right. So War of Imperium schedule reminder, it's every Saturday and Tuesday 9 to 11 p.m. GMT plus 8, and shout outs to everyone in the chat right now. Someone said here, thanks for recording, and they're missing some players right there. So if you
Mm-hmm.
want to join in the GVG action, make sure to visit ro.gnjoy.asia and download ROGGH right
Yes.
now.
Download.
And then you can join the ROGGH Discord to know more things about the the server.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, that's going to be it for today's stream. Anything want to add, MG?
I think I just want to say congrats to everyone who participated on the War of Imperium, and good job as well. And yeah, excited to see more GVGs on GGH.
All right. Again, the PH Conquest Festival tickets giveaway is only
Let's
until
go.
tomorrow,
Let's
11 to
go.
9 p.m. So make sure to join in. The link of the giveaway is on the pinned comment of the stream. So make sure to check it out, click it, and comment on the photo. What is your favorite character in Ragnarok Online? 30 lucky winners will win tickets to PH Conquest Festival. And yes, once again, we are your casters. My name is James.
And my name is MG.
And see you all in the next session. Bye, guys.